me tell you, yesterday I took a shower and I put on a YouTube video just to have something on in the background, and YouTube tried to serve me a 4.5 hour long ad. It was just a full stream.
What? That's crazy.
I see they've updated infomercials.
Oh my god, you're right. That is just what that is.
It was a stream of people commenting on the NFL draft, which I assume was like them commenting in real time on the draft.
Right.
That's
Anyway, neat. Hello everybody. Welcome back to Disco Elysium, where I try to... Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, so we just got finished talking to these guys again, I think.
Now, specifically, you were talking to the crypto scientist.
Yeah.
And so you have to go back to the rich lady so she can tell you about more of the world.
Right, okay. That's what we're doing.
Because you're buying time until 9. So
I am, in fact, killing time until 9 p.m.
Killing time until 9 does sound like a indie band.
Huh. Hey, I'm talking to you when it's daytime out. Isn't that weird?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
I'm gonna
time I
do the
don't
thing.
mind.
I need you to help me do the thing.
This reality?
Yeah. You know, it's related to the thing that I told you about.
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
Yeah.
Oh, only that.
Functioning fine, though.
But good. Don't worry about it.
We may be here a
Mystery
while
solving
then.
brain fully intact.
Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Begin with the first? Okay, Encyclopedia. I got you. Begin with the first. Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, we're just rolling with it.
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It
Tell me
has
more.
its charms, just
Nope.
not this time of year.
All right, tell me more, though.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders.
Your
This
table
place
not
used to
level.
be a
It's the table.
province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
Okay, but what sea?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
That means we are near the ocean? I guess technically a bay is ocean.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Yes, we're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Vast, lukewarm, and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
What's the
Congratulations,
name of-
you're in weird Australia.
Yeah.
Caillou. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed-over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the River Esperance. We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her, and to humanity at large.
Continue.
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
All right.
The great kind.
Okay.
As if it's self-explanatory. Beyond patriotism. A fact.
Uh-huh.
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
Damn. History got counterspelled. Okay, who built?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Semenine and Il Marat, depending on your creed.
You're gonna have to hold that thought.
You have to leave here to leave the conversation to
Okay.
like actually get
Breakthrough imminent.
it. Yeah.
When?
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
Okay. And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Why here?
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're in an unimportant part of an important place.
I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about
A collection of tall ghosts behind the water vapor. Light reflecting off their glass windows.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the Bank of the World building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Okay.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time.
It pretty much is.
There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
Observe.
She observes your eyes scanning the horizon, then breaks the silence, slowly.
Huh.
That's
This is
that would
one
be
thought you
fascinating.
need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Monsieur will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't
That's
that true,
coward shit.
ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
But I'm here to kill time.
That's coward shit. Let's go. You have enough blue health power through whatever's gonna happen.
That's not it. I'm trying to decide between 2 and 3.
Let's see.
You can be lazy.
I don't know. That's up to you. But both.
I feel like 3 is very like, but I have to know everything, but because of anxiety.
Ah.
Like, to me, that's how that reads. Beyond, I just want to know everything. I want to know everything because my brain itches.
That is understandable, but perhaps it's better not to eat all your candy at once.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Thank
A
you.
little that.
Guess what?
What?
I can finish some thoughts and then go
The
right back in. That is later.
It's technically later.
Jamrock.
In a
Shuffle.
way, yes, you are treasure hunting. Most officers from Precinct 41 do what is called the Jamrock Shuffle, cracking open containers. Most of them are from Jamrock or Coal City, the poorest parts of Revachol, that also overlap with the network of royal catacombs called Le Royaume, just beneath the streets. As children, you would all go underground, hoping to find treasure, and come back with a rat's tail or a used needle. That playful curiosity must still be in you. Who knows? Maybe one day the Orbe de Montagne, the Holy Scepter, and the Cocaine Skull will all be yours.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Wait, what you get? Bones.
Better loot.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
That's a, hey,
It flat out just doubles the amount of money you find in containers.
Nice. Right, we're still on this one. Okay. Do I have any points?
no.
Okay.
Halfway. Almost halfway. Hey, we're
All right,
back
we
in.
we are going to get the rest of this. Resume.
You're back.
You probably
Good.
get XP for it.
What can I
Oh,
help you
both.
with?
Every time I
More
see
lessons
it.
in
Yeah.
basic reality? My
Basic
favorite
reality.
part of the day. Go ahead.
Holy
Ask me
shit.
anything.
My God. I mean,
That is kind of why it tells you to start from the beginning. You get a bunch of bonuses to those really hard checks, but
I guess
going through other stuff first.
Too.
I wonder if I'll get even more bonuses. All right.
These are unimportant times, Detective.
Damn, I wish that was us.
You and I were born after the dust had settled. A thousandth of a second too
Remember
late.
when it was like 6 months ago?
No, was it?
We've been in a flux period.
Relatively
For,
speaking.
what is it?
That's the-
24 years?
That's the problem, bud.
Relatively speaking.
It was all important.
Yeah.
Technically, I want it to be nothing happened. It's fine.
Yeah. When was the last time?
I'm actually thinking. Give me a sec. After the reset, after the
Last time of mundanity, I would say, was about January 2016.
Yeah.
Ever since then, we've been in the constant rush of nonsense.
I think just after before.
1992.
That's too far back.
That's also doable. I won't disagree with that.
Heck, right.
Not that I had any memory of it.
Think answer correct. January 2006. It was pretty off. It was fine for the most part. And then
Things
we
were
got
looking
into a
up.
bad time.
All right.
That's enough.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
Oh, the big time.
The revolution.
Ah, yes, I've heard that before.
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Yeah.
Those would be the communists. Generally
Oh.
speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Any return fire?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
That more than a kerfuffle.
No.
Yeah, it was a kerfuffle, all right.
Yes, the Insulindian deluge, they call it.
All right. What happened?
Oh, lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad. About head shooting,
Mineral rights.
the liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
Yeah.
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective, or the remaining gentry, the beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement. Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the Ultras, or Ultra-Liberals. They fared well. They
How'd they
didn't
do?
win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
Ah, right.
She's one of them. Of course.
Yeah.
To foreign intervention.
Oh.
The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Wait a minute.
The Liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
Straight up took their ground and left. All right.
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
Yeah.
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights and not shooting people in the head.
Better?
But it seems like shooting people in the head was keeping things the way it is. So you stopped that.
Shut up!
At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government. This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything,
Doesn't that just... Well, I guess that just...
then yes, I am, and also not.
An almost endearingly moralist standpoint. It must be hard to take a moderate approach to head shooting in your line of work.
When was the kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question. The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the
Oh,
authorities
no.
in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Mazov came along and overthrew the government.
What do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
No way.
Indeed. Zarat is a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
Okay.
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in '08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
Okay, then what?
Why? You and I, officer. Our lives in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair of pants?
I'm gonna point it out.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
Yes. Okay, what's the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
Then what? Or rather, elsewhere.
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication. Telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
43 years.
Time flies.
What have we been doing?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell.
And then?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
But they weren't.
No. It was a market mirage fueled by cocaine and quantitative easing. The 40s dispelled it like a cold splash, an Isla-wide hangover, you might say. And here we are. Welcome to reality, baby.
That's a statement. Combined with a level up.
For her to be where she is, Wild Pines Group must have picked the right side.
Hey, how about that there, Wild Pines?
They picked the winning side. That's why they're here, and others are not.
Wisdom or luck?
Am I ingratiating myself, or am I saying what's probably the case?
At this point.
She gave me money.
Perhaps it wouldn't have turned out that way had I been in
She
charge.
did give you money. It's
I might
true.
have bet on the king and led the Pines to doom.
Oh?
I would have sided with the cannons. If you'd seen the calibers of the things, you might have too. Perhaps it's better I was born when I was. 10 of the 14 Indo tribes got it wrong. Feld, Kupri, Tricentennial. So I suppose I would have been in good company.
What do?
Good question. What would you have done differently?
No, her first.
Dang, Volition.
Fucking love Volition.
Let's do it.
And I asked you, past-less detective of the Citizens Militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you?
Double down. Stop trying to deflect.
I think that's just highlighted because yeah.
Oh, my bad.
It definitely seems like the reply to 2 would be delaying the inevitable.
Number 3 just seems a bit murdery.
Yeah.
This is the one where the non-committal 5 is one I really like on flavor alone.
Yeah, I
I
generally
don't fucking know.
I generally would do that, wouldn't I? Haven't I've been picking the non-committal stuff a lot. And I think it fits here. I don't know.
And you would have died, most likely. Not far from here. Maybe even right here, during the beachhead, defending the coast the day the Coalition took the city.
Probably.
No, almost certainly. The Commune would have forced you. Such was the fate of the undecided.
Damn.
All right. There's no 7 option. All right.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Yeah, you dodged my question.
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
Is that 5?
Yeah, that's 5. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if that question goes away if you just continue down the line as you go. I don't think it does. It was the easy success anyway.
I'm gonna do it now because Rhetoric said so.
Okay.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
I am the vilest of the vile. A traitor. A devourer of nations and infants. I am an ultra.
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a cane.
Dios mío.
Explain yourself.
Haven't you heard? I am a nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp, one of those who pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. We surrendered the nation to financial colonists. No saint person identifies as an ultra anymore. Not in broad daylight. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself, are you repulsed?
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride.
I don't care.
A fitting punishment, to be forgotten, if not forgiven. Save a prayer for us in our chateaus on Ozon and in Stella Maris. When the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future. This was all our last generation managed.
Hey, I get to ask you now.
With due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother. And a wife. Now,
All right.
shall we
what
return
about...
to reality?
Yes. Tell me about the brain.
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
I mean, what causes it? Did you not just tell me? Got it.
Be my guest.
Okay.
I think you might want to expand on that one.
Really? Okay.
It's well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, you know.
She nods slowly.
Okay. Let's do this. Red check, right? Ah, you're not gonna tell me. Oh, there it is. It's a white check. Do I have any? No. Yes?
I mean, you're wearing your coat already. I think
I
that
am
gives-
already wearing my coat. I don't think I had any other gear that raised that.
Yeah, come back to that one.
My conceptualization is 4. All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
It remains a mystery
Whoa,
what you mean
that
by
sucks.
this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
Yo, that sucks, dog.
What is this?
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
What is this?
Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or 2.
What is it?
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta.
Oh,
That was mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off. Splat, splat.
huh?
You could be wrong, but from here it appears as if she's running the brush across her throat in a soaring motion.
Wonderful.
What's that?
The girl in the old lady rags.